Hello everyone, welcome to my review of The Predator. Before I get into this film, I have to mention something. When you go to the theater and you pick your seats, either you go in and you just randomly, oh honey, let's pick that seat over there, or you do it online before and you're like, okay, E5, E6, E7, okay, that's everyone in the group, okay, we got those three. Before you do that, don't fracking pick it next to a person. Oh my gosh. This theater I was at had about maybe 200 seats, give or take, inside this screening of The Predator that I went to. It had 7 people, one counting myself, so realistically 6 other people in the theater with me. Can ya guess by my rant where one of the people were at? Right next to me. And this is one that you have to you have to pick out your seat. Either even if you go there like 5 minutes before the film, they'll say, okay, pick your seat here on this screen, and they'll swivel a screen to you, and the staff of the movie theater will make you pick one. I had mine selected days in advance because, you know, I'm a film critic. Obviously, I'm prepared for this kind of stuff. This motherfucking dude picked the seat right next to me. Our entire row was empty. Well, shoot, 10 of the rows are empty out of the 12 rows of the theater because there's only 7 of us. Ah. So obviously I didn't actually sit on my seat. I went down, saw the 7, looked at the dude. I was like, nope, in my mind, didn't say it out loud, and just moved down 5 seats. Other than him being a predator himself, I don't know what the purpose of him being right next to someone would be, honestly. Anyway, to the film. The film sucks. We're getting into Transformers level here in terms of writing, and by writing I mean plot and stuff like that. Jokes also gets in that category. CGI-ness gets in there. Humor, acting, no offense to people, it's just not good. And yes, I know the Transformers series has done pretty well financially. You know, it dabbles in the top 10 once in a while, or it has throughout its years. So it's pretty good. And by top 10, I mean box office, obviously. So they're not. But this isn't the Transformers series. According to Box Office Mojo by one of the guys, Brad Brevitt, he's from Box Office Mojo. He wrote in his weekend statement that in terms of a movie that had 4,000 plus theater screenings of a film, this was the lowest of all time. As in, it had so many theaters playing this movie, and it made the least out of all of them. At least had the least amount of people in there. That's not a good thing. So I can talk a little bit before I get into spoilers, because I'm going to get into spoilers, because I'm going to just wreck this at the end. Non-spoiler spot. This is a bad film. If you like mindless action, like the atypical action, jokes that I guess by default are jokes, then this is for you. But if you enjoy a good sci-fi film that makes you think critically about something, either in our world or a possibility of our future, this ain't for you. This ain't that at all. It's just going to make you PO'd more than anything. A good film should make you feel something when you get out of the theater. Superhero films should make you feel heroic. You should make you feel like you want to do something for somebody in your life, or a stranger, or like do something heroic, come out, or maybe recent years, maybe be sad about it too, or feel something. For a good instance, when Pirates of the Caribbean 2 or Dead Man's Chest came out, I was 11, and all I wanted to do after that film was to be a fracking pirate. Of course, that wasn't a thing, but I was thinking in my head, oh, I could take sword classes, I could buy a sword, I could just be cool, I could join in one of those classes that like you actually do swordsmanship and like compete in competitions, because I was like, yeah, swordsmanship, let's go. And because of the scene where the 3 people are fighting on the spinning wheel down the beach, and it's just a 3-way fight with swords. Oh, it's so cool, man. That makes you feel, even though that wasn't still a great movie, it still made me feel something. And that's what didn't happen in this film. I didn't feel anything. I walked out, I was like, take me 10 minutes to get home. and that's going to be a more enjoyable ride than watching this film. Yeah, there's cool action scenes, and maybe a joke or two that's funny. There's a very aesthetically pleasing scene where two characters have like a pact, kind of. It's dark, it's morbid, but it's actually really emotional. Like the camera angle that they had on it was really well done, and that's about the only thing I'm going to give the director Shane Black kudos to. Shane Black was in the first Predator film, so everyone's like, oh yeah, it's going to be cool that he's in here, but there's other options, I hope. Or at least I hope there wasn't options, because if he was your only other, if there was any other options, I would have picked him. Taking out the side thing about the background of this film, because I don't want to get into that. Bad people are just bad people. Let's just end it at that. And if you want to look more into it, look into some of the things that happen behind the set of this movie. But other than that, there was some CGI and prosthetics on an OG Predator that was good. But at the same time, 5 minutes later, there was a scene that, unless my eyes tricked me, I really thought I was looking at the 1990s Predator 2 film. I was like, Jeebus, that looks bad. This movie wants to do a lot about environment, or not really environment, just like it dabbles there. And it kind of dabbles with PTSD and Veterans Affairs, and violence and like a bad home life and secrets. It's just a mess, man. It's just a mess. There's a scene with a kid that's nearby, and he has Asperger's, and someone says the word retarded, and a character comes in and is like, you're not gonna be doing that here. And he's like, what? Sorry, because the kid's retarded. So you try to do something good about calling someone out by using that word in a negative way, and then you just do it again, and the scene goes on. Like, okay, good job. You really didn't do anything there. You made a funny situation bad and tried to call someone out on that, and then just made it funny again to get out of the awkwardness. That's just lazy. This has mindless action and a lot of weak points. That's all I can mention without going into spoilers, and I'm about to go into them. On a side note, Boyd Holbrook is our main hero. He's from The Host of Logan fame, and Logan, he was the guy with the robot arm, whatever one that was, left to right. Olivia Munn is here, and Keegan-Michael Key is here, and Alfie Allen of Game of Thrones is also in here. But spoilers, there's actually two Predators in this film. There's a OG Predator that we all know from all the other Predator films we've seen, and then a souped up, what I call mecha Predator. It's not really like, it's bigger than the other Predator, but it's not like Mecha Godzilla sized. I just like calling it that. It has stupid nano CGI BS armor that comes on and off, and it literally sounds like Iron Man's nanotechnology going up his arm in Infinity War. I've referred to that movie a lot, I'm sorry. But it is that. And it's stupid. And he looks stupid. And you can barely tell when he has this stupid armor on. He never has his mask on. So they don't do a lot of the infrared like they did in the other films. Like these Predators, both of them are out and about, not giving two poops about, being hidden, being predatory, like they are in all the other films. And the first Predator came here to help us. Apparently our planet's dying. Who knew? Global warming, something like that. And so the first Predator brought something that will help us because he wants to save our race. But as soon as he gets here, we capture him, and then as soon as he wakes up from a sedated sleep, he kills everyone. That seems like a weird way of saving our race, is to kill a bunch of us. Maybe that's just me. And then he dies hardcore by the second Predator, easy, literally 40-second fight maybe between the two. And then you're supposed to expect me to believe that the humans who cannot kill the apparently weak-ass Predator could kill the strong-ass Predator. Like the amped up, even more genetically superior Predator. Oh yeah, that's reasonable. And at the end, after they obviously kill the mecha Predator, they find out what the item was that the first Predator brought to us that would help us. And so I was thinking, ooh, Arnold Schwarzenegger in a containment unit? That's cool. No. A female Predator? No. Anything else cool like that? Maybe like a seed that'll help the environment, or redo our environment, because that's what this exact opposite of what the Predators want. The other Predators from their homeworld want to come here because our climate's going to be so hot for them that they can just come here and it's going to be like a super duper planet for them. But after our Earth burns, no, it's a weapon. It's a little gauntlet thing that once it gets on your arm, it turns you into like a predator killer suit, a la like Iron Man. It literally soups on nanotechnology up to your arm and through your body, and you're literally Iron Man, but predator style. It's so dumb, because here's the thing. If you wanted to save our planet, save our race, what should you do? Maybe get us a ride out of here, let the other predators take our planet, save our race, give us a seed that'll save our planet. One of those things. But you give us one suit. One suit is going to stop a planet of predators coming here. Even if that one suit could kill every predator, you know, the problem that this film brings to our attention is that the environment's boned anyway. In a generation or two, as the characters say in the film, we're all going to die. So really, you're just delaying the inevitable of either the predators killing us all or the sun kills us all. So the thing that helps us doesn't help us in any way. But of course, when the sequel happens, if there is going to be a sequel, because there's been a lot of backlash and negative reviews and not a great draw out box office, if there is one, it's BS if we do anything. It's going to be Independence Day 2, like BS. But unlike Independence Day 2, actually exactly like Independence Day 2, there's going to be a third one, or they want, or this in this case, The Predator 2, however they want to call it. Would be human race versus alien race, and somehow BS way we'd win. Don't know. This film's garbage. I don't like it. 3 out of 10. Oof. I would not recommend to see this. Maybe Halloween night, or maybe like Friday the 13th for fun with a group of friends. Or if you're a huge fan of the Predator series, I guess watch this. But other than that, don't waste your time and effort. I'm Clark Addison. I review entertainment because I care. I'll see you guys in the next one.